Hey guys, it's Yolanta from Soullight Space and welcome to my Astrology 2024 webinar. All you need to know about this year. In this webinar, we're going to cover the whole year with many details, with signs, degrees, ingresses. In this particular video, which is part number 1, available for everybody for free here on YouTube, we're going to cover general energy of 2024, and I will show you 5 biggest events in this year that it's worth to know about, with charts, with details, with degrees. And then those of you who would like to have the whole thing, you can purchase this from me by writing to me an email. Everything is in the description box below. Contact to me and more information about this webinar that you can purchase. So in the part number 2, I will be covering really the whole month from January till December. Everything will be organized in chapters, aspects, retrogrades, eclipses. We will see more important dates than just those 5 events. We will see all the eclipses, all the retrogrades, Mercury Retrograde, lucky dates, problematic dates. I also cover Uranus conjunction to Algol, the most malefic star. This happened last time 84 years ago, so pretty intense energy coming here. And let me maybe show you how the presentation looks like. So this is the full webinar. As you can see, it's very long, 5 hours of recording. Everything is in chapters. Here you can see what I have prepared. So for example, here you have timestamps of this whole presentation, how we start the year. We will see Mars energy, when and how you're supposed to take action to have the best results. Then I go through every single month. I go through eclipses, retrogrades, as I mentioned, lucky dates, challenges, final conclusions here. So it's really worth to invest in this thing because you can really use it for the whole year. I try to make it as organized as possible. So for example, if there will be August 2024 and you don't remember what will be happening here, then you can just jump directly to this chapter and see what this month will be all about, what problematic days might be happening during this time, what opportunities do you have. Really very complex and detailed job that I have done here, and I would love to share this with you. But as it cost me so much energy, so much time, and so much effort, I would like to make it in this Libra kind balanced way with energy exchange. So we are both givers and we are both receiving something as well on the energetical level. I truly believe in this energy exchange. So yes, this is the information for you. And now let's jump into the presentation, which I prepared as a gift for you all guys. First of all, I would like to invite you to generate your chart using those websites. And then you will be able to also apply whatever I'm talking about here in this presentation directly to your chart. And here you have houses. Astrological chart is divided in 12 houses, and in each of these houses we have 1 or 2 or 3 signs. Now it depends which system do you use. I am the Placidus person, but those of you using whole sign, you will have a less complicated job. And then, for example, if I will be talking about Aquarius energy and Capricorn energy, then you are interested in searching for those signs in your chart and having a look at the meaning of each house in which this energy is happening for you. If you have problems with signs, I have a very quick description on my blog, which I can show you here as well. So once you jump into my blog, the link to this particular house description is also in the description box below. And in general, every single link that I am sharing with you here, you will find also on the list in the description box. Also links to my other videos that might be useful. in understanding, in the process of understanding what 2024 can bring. So as you can see, it's very simple. It's connecting the house to the energy of planet and sign. It's giving you this very basic overview of what this house is all about. And then you might understand better which area of your life might be under some intense energy in this 2024 year that it's coming. I am recording this on December 10th, as you can see. So if you're watching this already in 2024, then forgive me if I will be like saying next year. It will be all the time. I will be all the time talking regarding 2024. So what to expect in this year? Actually, this image came to me automatically in this presentation that I have chosen. And I think that it's a perfect image of nature to show you the general meaning of 2024. And nothing is determined. Remember that, guys. Nobody knows the future. So all those things I will be talking about here, or anything that other astrologers are talking about regarding this year or next year, this is just a possibility. We are just trying to read symbols and meanings in astrology, but manifestation of the energy really depends on people reacting to this energy. That's why, guys, nothing is determined in this video. If something will sound fearful for you, then I would try to let go of this feeling, because again, we're supposed to surrender to the process. We're supposed to just go towards the future and just see what it brings. Really, nobody knows what will happen in 5 minutes from now. So let's just try to understand this year, this energy of 2024, in order to be less confused, in order to understand better our processes, but not in order to be scared of the future, okay? So try to have this approach as well to transits in astrology. So as you can see, the first thing, if you see this lake, so this is water sign Pisces, emotions, spirituality, also hidden things, secrets, and we have Neptune in this sign since 2011. And now this Neptune will be reaching the highest peak of the energy ending cycle in 2024 and 25. And at the same time, we have Saturn, a totally different energy than Neptune, being in Pisces since March 2023. And this is a chance for us in this year to bring more structure into our Pisces house. So again, if you can see into your chart, where is Pisces? Yes, you can see that Saturn and Neptune are now in Pisces. So once you understand this house, you will also know how to manage this energy. So we had this Neptune for 12, 13 years, being totally messing our energy of Pisces, because Neptune has no borders, no boundaries, no system, no rules. So now you can reflect back on your Pisces area and see that actually this area of yours became really unstructured and maybe disorganized. And now with Saturn demanding more structure and more order, we will see that we have a chance in 2024 to reorganize this area, to maybe become more responsible about this side of our life. We might face also some serious challenges in this house, because Saturn is testing us and is bringing us some obstacles. And that's why I used this image of water covered by stones. So if you would imagine yourself walking into 2024 through this water, then you will have those rocky obstacles on the way with Saturn in your Pisces house. At the same time, I would say that this is a very beneficial aspect, because Pisces is the most confused and lost energy in the zodiac. That's a very metaphysical and abstract energy, while Saturn is very grounding and earthy. So I feel like the combination of those two, even though it can feel quite heavy, let's be honest, Pisces is the most sensitive energy. Saturn is very cold and strict and only walks after you with the self-critical energy, right? So this meeting, it's quite challenging for the mental health, especially for those of you who are highly sensitive. But I would try to keep this approach that once this cycle ends, once Saturn finished this stay in Pisces, I will be more evolved regarding my Pisces energy. I will be more structured. This is a good energy for therapy, for healing as well. Remember, Saturn helps you to become more grounded here, to make order out of mess. So use this transit in 2024 to work on that. And also, you know, that I always drink tea during my presentations because not only because I like to, but also because with Saturn in Pisces, that's actually my recommendation, guys. I try to help your body to detoxify because Saturn can bring limitations and blockages and restrictions. And Pisces is liquids. It's also connected to our health. So we might have problems with water retention. Poison can stay longer in our body with this transit. And that's why it requires you to become more serious about your health. Remember, Virgo Pisces is health axis. So Saturn is affecting both of those signs. Virgo by opposition and Pisces by conjunction. So health things will be very on the high focus this year. On the collective level and also personally speaking. So mental health and physical health is something that you really want to become serious about. Be organized, be disciplined, be systematic, and drink your water or herbal tea as I'm doing. So one break for me. Hydration is very important in 2024 and 25. Also, guys, if you want to support me, if you like this presentation, if you would like to send some energy back, you can also use my donation button in the description box and offer me this cup of warm tea. Remember that drinks should be warm during Saturn in Pisces transit because Saturn is cold in nature and Pisces is very sensitive. So even on this physical, biological level, I would really go for some warm food, warm temperatures of your drinks. This can also help to work with this transit. And then another highlight of this year is Pluto is ending the cycle in Capricorn and starting the cycle in Aquarius. So when you see this stable rock, that's Capricorn, this old system, our old foundation on which we've been building our life, our system, our career, our education since 2008. And now in 2024, we're going to experience the final ending of Pluto being in Capricorn, which can bring some crisis because we might be facing ending here. We might be seeing that this old system is not working anymore, that all that we believed in, for example, this capitalistic vision of life, you going to the university and then working for corporation for many, many years and, you know, reaching those higher and higher steps in your career. This is Capricorn energy, hardworking, ambitious, very physical, very pragmatical, very materialistic energy here. So building this wealth and career was very intense in those last years. And now we're gonna switch the focus towards trying to find out what is our truth, what is our new system that we want to build, what is our authenticity, our uniqueness, our natural talents, and we're going to be focusing on that. Also in terms of power, which Pluto rules, power will be switching from corporations, institutions, governments, to people, to activists, to humanitarian energy, to those people who will be caring about the whole earth, about equality, about nature. Also, there will be a switch of power from this energy of you just focusing on your career and wealth towards you focusing on growing the quality of your mind. Aquarius is higher mind and science, and I feel like this intellectual value will be more important in the next 20 years. Also, we have Gemini and Taurus marked here. So Jupiter starts the year being in Taurus. We're gonna have the end of retrograde on December 31st. So we start the year with Jupiter moving forward through the sign of Taurus. So that's the chance for you guys to grow something beautiful in your Taurus house. We will have some very important transits on the way. I explain more of that in my main webinar, but the main thing you need to know is that I would truly focus on the meaning of my Taurus house in my horoscope, and I would try to work with this Jupiter, because Jupiter brings higher knowledge, blessings, growth, expansion, very positive planet in astrology. But if you will be using this Taurus energy in a negative way, exaggerating the shadow side of Taurus, then you might be faced with some negative results. So I would keep in mind that the energy is positive only if you have a positive approach to this energy. Things will not happen just by themselves, you know. Jupiter in the shadow is exaggeration, and Taurus is food, money, material possessions, pleasure. So in the shadow side, we might be like overspending, overeating. We might use this materialistic energy too much. And yeah, this is my recommendation, guys, to really connect the dots. Taurus house, what this means in my chart, and what I can do to grow something good here, how I can grow. Remember, Jupiter will not be in the same sign in 12 years. So it's worthy to work with Jupiter whenever Jupiter is in your chart. And then from May, we're gonna have the switch. Jupiter will be in Gemini. So the same thing, but now in another area of your horoscope. And for Gemini people and Taurus people, this year can be quite positive and quite optimistic. Expansion and growth is something that is available for you guys. And also earth signs with Taurus, Jupiter, and air signs with Gemini and Jupiter being here. So those of you guys who are having some placements in those signs, like, you know, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus till May, and then Gemini, Aquarius, Libra from May, you guys can really be the most blessed with this Jupiter. And then Aries, this is our North Node, Karmic Node, which is our guiding light. This is the energy that also marks eclipses, where we are heading towards with this karmic redirection that eclipses will be bringing. We're going to have 2 eclipse seasons this year. So it's worth to also understand that the higher purpose of North Node being in Aries is for us to tap more into our individual power of fighting for our goals. Aries is the energy of Mars, taking action, passion, drive, asking yourself what you truly want and going to get there. So those eclipses will be helping us to release some codependency, some attachments in your relationships, with South Node being in Libra, releasing something in Libra house. And then Aries will be this guiding light. So now let's see 5 biggest events in 2024. This is the event number 1. So Pluto entering Aquarius, this is the most important thing. We're gonna have 2 ingresses. The first one on January 21st, and it will be lasting till September 1st. Then Pluto will be back to Capricorn, and then we're gonna have another entry into Aquarius on November 19th, and that's the final ingress. Pluto will be here for 20 years. So this is our really final year when we are experiencing Capricorn energy being so intensified and being under this energy of deep transformation. With Pluto, transformation is really like destruction, death, and rebirth into something totally new. So you can also reflect, guys, during this year, how much have you grown and changed in the area of your horoscope where you have Capricorn. So you look here into Capricorn, and all this time since 2008, Pluto was here, triggering your horoscope in this place. So if you have any drastic events behind you, big changes, some sudden, huge, not sudden, with Pluto, it's not sudden, but it's big, it's deep. It's very psychological as well. It's the energy of shadow work. So many deep secrets could be revealed. And now we're going to have like culmination of that in 2024. So you can expect that whatever was going on in those last years since 2008 in your Capricorn energy, this will bring like the final conclusion and completion now in 2024 when Pluto will be reaching this 29 degree. So let's stay open to change and future, I would say, with this Pluto, because as you can see, the old system has those final months in 2024 from September to November, also the beginning of January. This is the only time when this power will be still enforcing old system, governments, institutions, corporations. And that's why I also expect that some higher control from those sources can come over us. So watch out in January and September, October, November for some sort of increase of, some desperation to keep us under some sort of control. So censorship can be higher. There might be some big secrets that will be revealed. Some, masks are falling down with Pluto. You see the truth. Pluto is showing you everything in a very harsh way, and it's confronting us with the dark side of things as well. So, if you think about those corporations, this capitalistic system, we might now see through some lies, for some manipulation in this 2024. And at the same time, Pluto will be inviting us to stay open for the change. Nothing will stay as it was, and I think like the more we are open to innovation, future progress, the more we will be feeling good during this year. Most affected people will be those who have those first degrees in Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio. Also, you guys who are having like those final degrees of Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, and Aries, like 29 or 27, 28, you guys will also feel the most this shift between Pluto in Capricorn and Pluto in Aquarius. And here we have some dates. This is my old post from Instagram. So here you can see when this all started. Pluto in Capricorn in 2008 in January. And then this is the final time, November 19th, 2024. So look how huge cycle, 16 years. And definitely you are not the same as you were in 2008. And remember, that was the moment when we faced a financial crisis, which is connected to Capricorn, right? Capricorn rules systems, finances. So now there might be like some completion of this cycle. Let's see what will be happening with our financial system, but it looks like really a death of the old and the new will be emerging. And as you know, Aquarius is very much about the digital things, about cyber world, about things that we haven't seen before, because that's the energy of future. We don't know yet what this transit will bring. We never seen this before. And you can also reflect back on what was happening to your energy in March, April, May, June 2023. Pluto is facing us with fears as well. So if you've been starting to feel some intensity, some fear about the future, maybe fear about AI, ChatGPT, space, aliens, progress, and all that it's coming, those fast-moving changes that we definitely could see in March and in spring 2023. So work with those fears as well, guys. You can reflect back on on your story, and then you will also understand better what this transit will be all about for you on the individual level. And then Pluto in Aquarius here, a shadow side of a technology. This is another side of Pluto because it's facing us with some dark hidden things of the sign. And as Aquarius rules science, technology, internet, I feel like many people can be also confronted with, for example, the shadow side of social media. What is happening with our personal information that we share here, with our pictures that we upload to the internet. I feel like this can be also a start of people becoming more skeptical about internet. Maybe like a new internet will be resurfacing, you know, like an underground internet. Everything is possible with Pluto here. And this is the first ingress, January 21st till September 1st. So you can see that we're gonna have Pluto conjunct Sun at the same time. So this is really like this energy of Sun, our consciousness, our motivation, our vitality, having this deep bath in the new energy of Pluto in Aquarius, this transformation. So I feel like this will be a very intense Aquarius season because any planet in Aquarius will go through this meeting with Pluto, and Pluto transforms. This is the energy that shows you the shadow side of your story. It shows you what you need to let go of, what you need to end, what is not serving you anymore. It points out also your own toxic traits sometimes, or it's pointing out toxic traits of the sign, like here Aquarius. So we might be really facing some big shifts in the end of January here. And on the personal level, if you want to work with this in a beneficial way, I would truly focus on your authenticity. This is the year when we are starting to realize that the true value is really to be connected to your values, to who you truly are, and also try to understand and choose what you can do in order to, from one side, being, being in this authenticity, but also how you can use your unique gifts to contribute to the society. So it's all about authenticity, freedom, and using your unique talents, your unique special energy to also add something beautiful to the world. And then we're gonna have Pluto in Aquarius, the final ingress on November 19th. And this is actually the time of when we have elections in US. Very interesting that elections will be happening with Pluto reaching this final moment of being in Capricorn. Like this old system can become strongly desperate for keeping this power, as I mentioned. And Pluto in shadow side is, this fight for domination, manipulation, propaganda, control. So let's see what will be happening. But you know that US elections are affecting the whole world, basically. So it's worth to observe the world in November with the switch of Pluto happening at the same time. There is a promise that, there is a chance for us for a big shift in politics. But at the same time, as I see this Pluto being still in Capricorn during this time, this old system, old leaders, those leaders who were already on higher positions in society, they will not want to give up. They will not want to get this power away. It can be interesting. For you guys to work with your chart, again, remember what was your fear from March. Maybe some new idea about your future showed up, but there is still some blockage here. Maybe you are still stuck in the comfort zone. So remember that Aquarius energy is squaring Taurus. So this Pluto will be also squaring Taurus energy along the transit. And Taurus is the most comfort zone kind of energy, stability, right? Like Taurus doesn't like changes. So I feel like, especially you guys having fixed placements, you will feel the most that there is some need to not being so stubborn and stuck in your old ways. Now it's time to open your mind to totally different, innovative ways of living, of working, of creating. I would be really focused on that the old needs to be closed off during this year. And I would be also trying to use the opportunity of the moment and learn about this technological progress that is coming. I would not be like so resistant to that, because possibly we will not stop this anyway. And if you will be resisting, you will only just be, you know, in the worst position than others. And then Pluto in Aquarius, guys, together with Uranus in Taurus, that's the digitalization of money, in my opinion. And Uranus in Gemini after Taurus from 2025-26, Uranus will be together with Pluto in Aquarius in Gemini. So two air signs. Both of them, they rule like transport, aviation, information, internet, social media. Huge progress is coming from 25-26. So we should already start to adapt to what is coming, to this new cyber reality, new innovative ways of also building your wealth and stability. Taurus is stability, right? Uranus is bringing totally new ways of doing that. It's like really focus on future, innovation and progress. And this is another thing that I can connect to Pluto in Aquarius, that I feel like this meme will be very strongly felt by us once we start to experience this huge progress in science, exploration of the universe, of the space. Then we will find out that probably, I feel like our current foundation of science might be totally, you know, neglected, like somebody will just discover that all that we believed in was false. We didn't have enough information, and this can be followed by some existential crisis for some people, right? So what to say, guys? I think like we should be more focusing on the positive side of this, and really I would try to keep my focus on what is coming, being curious about that, being excited about new times, being having this enthusiasm of the child that is discovering the world. So I feel like we're gonna rediscover the world with Pluto in Aquarius, and I would not be like so attached to my old belief system. I would try to let this flow, let this happen, and let this all show me what is the truth, because Pluto in the end is about revealing truth. It's not about lie. Scorpio, Pluto, those signs are like super passionate about discovering the reality of things, even if it's very difficult and dark. That's why Scorpio, Pluto, they rule taboo, because those energies are not afraid to dig deep and see behind the mask. You can watch also my Pluto in Aquarius video, link is down below in the description box. I already covered a lot of information here. Previous cycle, current cycle, what we can expect. And you can see main themes of this transit, which is freedom, science, technology, internet, space, aviation. I also have a look at the history. Digital money, this is more connected to Uranus and Taurus, but you know, they will be collaborating because Uranus is ruled, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So Uranus being in the realm of finances, and Pluto, this intense energy in Aquarius, so all together shows that we're gonna have definitely a very huge shift in many areas of our life. And I feel like 20 years from now, in the future, we will really look at this world, and where we are now in 2023 and 4, this will look like, you know, maybe Middle Ages in terms of science and progress. It's possible. I feel like can be a super high speed progress that we haven't seen before. And also astrology, Aquarius rules astrology. So I believe, guys, that astrology will gain more and more power. But there might be always some crisis with Pluto. Maybe there will be the destruction of what is superficial, because Pluto doesn't like superficiality. So maybe this pop astrology, will be destroyed. People will start to head more towards more experienced astrologers, and they will also try to learn this art in a more deep and serious way, especially because we have Saturn in Pisces at the same time. So Saturn requires mastery, long study, long preparation, and Pisces is spirituality. So there is also this reality check of spirituality in this year. Then event number 2 is connected to what I was saying before, because this Pluto will reach 29° in Capricorn, marking some sort of ending. And this will be the last time in 2024, while Neptune will have a continuation of this ending, being in Pisces 29° in 2025. So anaretic degree, this is the critical point in astrology, because that's the last degree. This is the final moment of planet being in the sign. And this can go both ways. From one side, you have the chance to reach high mastery, because you see already almost the whole cycle is done. So we are now on this final point. But that also can bring some heavy tests, some critical crisis that will lead you to show, maybe you will be like forced to show your mastery of this energy. All that you have learned since 2008 with Pluto in Capricorn, and since 2011 with Neptune being in Pisces. Now this will be like a culmination of your studies, of your karmic lessons. Those are outer planets, so really this will be felt for everybody. Despite your sign, the energy will be like global, collective. And what signs, what planets at 29 anaretic degree brings, this melancholical energy of goodbye. We might also see that, certain era is coming to an end, and now we have to complete something here, close some old karmic cycles, release some things that we don't want to carry into the new chapter, when Pluto will be in Aquarius, and then Neptune will be in Aries since 2025 and 26. Also Saturn will be moving to Aries. So there is a huge switch of energy. Here we have earth and water, and then we're gonna have an air sign, Aquarius, and fire sign, Aries. High speed, and also Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So we are really now facing the final ending of an old era. And with those critical degrees, guys, be aware that this can bring some existential crisis for some people and some mental health problems, because we people like to rather stay in a stable position, just like Taurus likes. We don't like changes that much, most of us. I like, but you know how it is. It's different when you choose to change, and it's different when you are forced to change, right? So again, guys, work on this mindset regarding changes. I think like this is the main thing to help yourself. Try to change this anxiety about the future into curiosity about the future. So just to give you more information about that, I have also here a blog article, Pluto and Saturn anaretic fated degree. This already happened in 2023, guys. So we are already knowing a little bit of the energy of Pluto in Capricorn. You can come back to the past year, especially to February, March, what was happening then in your energy. And then you can also come back to June, not June to December 20 and January, beginning of January 2024. So this is the energy of Pluto in Capricorn at anaretic degree. And here you can see it may bring the strongest events in Capricorn field. And here I covered more like this mundane astrology, what can be happening regarding politics, but also we can experience this on the personal level. Whatever Capricorn represents in your chart, you might be facing the truth of this house and facing some hidden secrets, and also realizing that all that you've been working on in this Capricorn house was based on old tradition, and now we are entering Aquarius. Aquarius is new system, not tradition. So we need to complete this cycle somehow on the emotional level. Link to the blog if you want to read more is in the description box, and here you have dates. So December 20 until January 21st, 24, this is the energy of Pluto in Capricorn, and then from September 1st till November 19th. So mark those dates, remember those days, observe your energy, what is resurfacing. Remember that 29 degrees also in the good side, the energy of mastery. So you can also see like fruits of your labor. You can see results of your transformation. You can face some maybe final tests from karma regarding your transformation, but this will be like a proof for you that, yes, I have learned. I am above that now. I evolved, and now this old energy has no power over me anymore. Then Neptune in Pisces, this is the culmination of us living in the bubble of illusions. May 3rd till September 2nd, this will be the time when Neptune will be hitting this final degree. And also in 25, we're going to have same energy in March. And then Neptune will be heading towards Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. So this is the last sign of the zodiac, the last degree of the zodiac, on the way to enter the first sign in the first degree of the whole astrology. So this is like a really marker for me that something comes to an end. The energy can be pretty confusing here because Neptune brings that, but at the same time we have Saturn in Pisces, giving us this reality check information, this groundedness, seeing things in a more rational way in our Pisces energy. But guys, my advice first of all is really to take care of your mental health in 2024, because Neptune in Pisces 29 degrees, this is pretty critical. Also your health. Careful with liquids, with substances, with alcohol, with escapism. Careful with coping with your emotions in a negative, poisonous way. Also careful regarding health. Really check 3 times before you take some medicine, before you decide to get some substances, all that can affect your health, all that can end up to be toxic for you. And here is Neptune 29. So here I prepared for you some questions. This is my May 3rd energy. As you can see, Neptune is hitting this final degree. And I feel like this will be the time for us to really work on this final end. What needs to end in your life? That's the question. On the energetical level, on the spiritual level, emotions, addictions as well, your habits, the way how you treat your health, all those things. How you can get ready to start the new in 25-26, especially 26 February, that will be like the start of the new. So you can think that 2024 is a little bit like December. If we think about this division in months, December's time of ending, of self-reflection, of closing the year, looking back what we have done in the year. This is often the time of forgiveness, of final conclusion. So this is the energy of Neptune 29 in Pisces as well. Also ask yourself where do you need stronger boundaries, where you've been like overdoing things, over-serving, over-sacrificing yourself. And big question here, what is truth and what is illusion? Neptune was in Pisces for so many years. So now we might be discovering with Saturn being in Pisces as well, that we've been manipulated. We maybe lived in some pink cloud that we haven't seen the reality as it is. And this energy will face us with that as well. And again, dreams. Pisces rules dreams, but in Neptune is more about dreaming. When Saturn is in Pisces, it's about making your dreams come true. So tap into your intuition, into your dreams, into your energy. Observe what in your energy is still under some sort of toxin. Maybe there is somebody that you still have some attachments to, and this situation maybe needs some forgiveness and healing. It's all about healing your energy with this Neptune hitting the final degree. And also it's about realizing the truth about media, because Pisces rules screen. Neptune gives this kind of vision. So it's a perfect time, guys, to really also recheck your experience with media, how many times you believed in something that TV or internet was trying to sell you. And maybe it's time to take off those pink colored glasses, stop believing that everybody is just so good and life is all about light and love. Like Pisces tends to think. It's a very romantic, idealistic, and very beautiful energy. Come on, like Pisces, it's pure, kindness, compassion on the high vibration. It's the energy of oneness. Here we have bright side of Neptune, spirituality, unconditional love, charity, magic, sensitivity. So also this Neptune was helping us to develop this positive side, and that's why there is such an increase of spirituality since 2011. It became very popular, astrology, tarot, different healing methods, and that's due to Neptune. And Neptune has no borders. It's a little bit like Jupiter, so it's really expanding things as well. But in the difficult side, it could also bring this kind of things, like, for example, overusing alcohol, having mental health problems, because emotions, Pisces rules emotions. Neptune makes them very confused and overwhelming. There's a lot of those emotions. So now we can feel like an emotional mess, especially with this Neptune hitting final degree. So I'm preparing you in advance, guys, that 2024 is very much about healing your mental health energy, learning about coping with your emotions in the most positive way possible, healing your inner child, closing your old chapters in the past with your past lovers, with your ex-friends that maybe resulted to not be so friendly, with your parents, with your childhood. This is really the time to close it off all and get ready for a totally different chapter in humanity. And this is the video I recommend you to watch. I have 2 videos about Saturn in Pisces. So here we can learn how we can use this transit in a beneficial way. Video link is down below. And so here you have some summary. So Pluto and Neptune ending cycles in 24-25, healing parental axis and childhood trauma, definitely, because Capricorn and Cancer, that's the axis of mother and father. So Pluto was transforming this axis since 2008, and now this will come to some sort of completion. And Neptune at final degree is the energy of, this unconditional love and forgiveness and seeing things from a high spiritual level as well. So I feel like this combination can help us to close some old karma with other people and with ourselves and start anew. This is also the final goodbye to the old system. Something new is emerging for sure in 2026, when Saturn and Neptune will be in union in Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. So this is the spring big time. So now we are going through this fall time. If you compare this to season, now leaves will be falling. We will be under this energy of letting go. And this is also ultimate examination of our spirituality, with Neptune being here and Saturn being in Pisces. So this final transformation of your soul, of your energy. Also worth to recheck if you have been not using spirituality just as a spiritual bypassing, escapism from problems. True spirituality is actually pretty challenging and dark, and it requires shadow work, facing your shadows and deep wounds and pain, and working on that. So sometimes we also need to face this very ugly side of us, of other people as well. Honesty is required in spirituality. It's not about numbing yourself with some idealistic vision about, you just being this evolved soul and so on. So also try to be very realistic about this examination. We will be dealing with any sort of shadow side of Pisces big time in 2024, guys. So again, focus on your habits, on your sleeping habits, on your diet, on your addictions. If you're not escaping from reality too much, because the faster you are in realizing your struggles and the quicker you start to work on them, the easier this year will be. Remember, Saturn is in the final sign of astrology, Pisces. We are really going through some high karmic tests here. And also we're gonna be seeing our illusions, lies. We will be facing reality. And also media, probably this will be like the year of big exposure of how media were lying to us. I mean, I'm already in this for many years. With my Venus in Scorpio conjunct Pluto, I'm just like a crazy researcher and searching for truth, trying to find the reality of things. But I believe that many people are still living in this illusion that whatever TV is telling you, that's true, and so on. We can see even now when I'm recording how much war propaganda is happening in the internet. I see this every single day. It's absolutely crazy how they continue doing that. And that's why Pluto in Capricorn together with Neptune in Pisces final degrees, I feel like 2024 will be like the highest peak of propaganda, of lies in media, of fake news, of really trying to blind society. Maybe there will be another crisis created in order to distract us, to steal our focus from what is truly important. So then we will not even be reflecting on what is happening. And in 2024, this is a big year of introduction of digitalization. I'm not sure if many people are aware of the danger of that, of how this can affect our freedom if we're gonna have everything in this cyber realm, which will be very easy to disconnect anytime you behave in a wrong way. I feel like we should focus on that, on digital ID and digital wallet, digital currency. What is the negative side of this? How this can be used by governments to control society? So let's focus now on event number 3, which I put it as a one thing because it's connected. So we have Chiron being in Aries this year, and it will be triggered by eclipses. That means that it will be very intense time of healing for us all. Wherever is in your Aries energy, if you have placements here, or if you don't have, then at least check the house, the meaning of the house. And the whole axis of Aries and Libra together, me versus relationships with others, and this will be triggered in a quite painful way in 2024 in order for you to understand your wounds, your complexes, your difficulties in Aries. Aries is the energy of Mars, so it's you taking action, you fighting for yourself, for your goals, you initiating things, you having courage to compete with other people as well, not being scared that others are better than you, so you will not even try. Right? This pioneering leadership energy, being the CEO of your life, boss of your life. So here we have the peak, but we're gonna feel this from mid-February till mid-March. Chiron conjunct the North Node. And also April 8th, this will be eclipse. in conjunction to Chiron to the degree 19 degree, really like a union, total union of those energies. So there's this intense energy of eclipse, which is like 5 times stronger than a normal full moon or new moon. And then it's gonna be in conjunction to wounded healer. That's a big thing, guys. And also here I invite you to look at my blog, even few times along the year, just to refresh the memory, because here you will find all that you need to know about Chiron in Aries. As you can see, it's a long transit. It will be still with us until 2027. And here you can see what I wrote about Chiron in Aries. It's a lot about dealing with your wound that you probably was implemented when you were a baby, a child. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so this is energy of the baby. Something could happen in your early life. Maybe voices from other people are still stuck in your head, and your vision about yourself, your definition of self is still very much affected by some false information about you, maybe some self-critical energy from your parents or from school. And here we go. This is what we want to achieve here. This is the goal of this transit. The more you're gonna be working on your shadow side of Aries, your anger issues, your fear of competition, the more you will get into this energy, right? So here you have a lot. I would really recommend you to just jump into this link. I will not take your time during this presentation if the whole guidance is already prepared. So welcome, guys. And then let's go back to the presentation. So just final words, we're going to be healing complexes, low self-esteem, all that is actually making problems for our relationships, because we need to understand in 2024 with eclipses in Aries Libra that usually the main problem in our relationships is it starts with us. Like there is something in us, some blockage, something that it's unhealed. Especially this, energy of low self-esteem. I feel like this is something very big here happening. And also fear of starting the new. So if you have an idea for 2024 and later that you would like, for example, to build your own business or do something new, but you are afraid to do it. So this Chiron in Aries energy is greatly helping you to find out where's the source of your fear and blockage and work on that. So here we have most affected signs. Definitely cardinal signs will feel the most whole stuff regarding North Node, South Node, and eclipses, and Chiron. So Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer folks, if you have something especially close to those degrees, this year will be pretty triggering for you. You will be forced to change something, to face the truth of your relationships, and face the truth of your individuality. And here we have the conjunction of North Node with Chiron. As I mentioned, I would even put like earlier, all February and all March, this energy will be on the collective level. Some triggers can happen for some of you. They can come from other people. You might be dealing with some conflict. Something will be happening here to wake up your warrior spirit. So you will be more connected to this Mars energy this year. And also you can come back to, where's that? To March, April 2023. What was happening in your relationships during this time and with your energy? And this will help you also to connect the dots, because that was like a first trigger of that. We had back then full moon in Libra, which was also triggering Chiron. And also Chiron was in conjunction to Jupiter, the planet that gives us higher understanding of our wounds. And that was also the time when I wrote this guidance about Aries, Chiron in Aries. So again, guys, welcome to my blog, and work with this, what I wrote there, having in mind this March, April 2023, what was going on in your life, if you had any confrontation, if you've been dealing with aggression, if you maybe realized how much repressed anger you have in your energy, and this March, April could bring this to the surface. So here's the eclipse conjunct Chiron. I talk more about eclipses in my webinar, but here you can just see that it will be a big thing. We will be facing our wounds. And I feel like the energy here, as that's the new moon, new chapter, we will be forced to feel the fear and do it anyways. There will be a need for you to take the charge of your life, to express your fighting energy into the world as well. Look at the stellium in Aries. I will not be talking about what this can mean for the mundane situation, but you know that Mars, Aries, this is the energy of conflict, and Chiron is wound. Chiron is here, so also we can have Jupiter-Uranus conjunction during this time, so a big shakeup in the world of finances, geopolitics, resources, food prices. April is the most crazy month of 2024. I cover April in my main presentation, so if you are interested, then you can find information in the description box. This is another thing to reflect back, talking about the eclipse in April, March 21st. That was the new moon in Aries. If you remember, we had two new moons. I believe it was two new moons, or I think so, in Aries in 2023, which was like this big start energy. There was already some big sign from the energy that we are really building new chapter here now. Pluto entered Aquarius. We had those energies of Aries. Saturn changed the sign into Pisces. That all happened in March. So guys, March is our reflection back point for 2024, because 2024 will be like continuation of that process of whatever was starting to emerge for you during this time. And with Aries, it's all about I am energy. So we are kind of like trying to define who we truly are, finding our individuality, something that is separating us from others. So I feel like 2024 will be the year of you finding out this definition of who you are and removing energies of other people from your definition of self. It's not about feedback from other people. It's about what you truly think about yourself, because other people still, they see you through some sort of filters, and they cannot see you inside. You also see yourself through some sort of filters, and your vision can be changeable, marked by some emotions, right? But still, I feel like this year will be all about tapping into your inner fire, your goals, your passion, what makes you truly feel like, yes, I want to do it. I am energy. It's a good exercise also for you guys for 2024. If you can write this down on a paper and then write first words that come into your mind, thinking about yourself, who you are, what is your truth, what is your energy, what is your true sense of life. Don't think about others. Libra is under South Node energy. We are releasing this codependency, and we are releasing people pleasing and living according to expectations of other people this year. We are now choosing us. So choose yourself. And then event number 5 is Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. This is happening in Taurus 21st degree. 21st degree is a degree of Sagittarius, so global energy. So on the mundane level, I feel like there will be a big change and revolution that will affect many countries. It will know no borders. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, so we have like a double energy of that here, and Uranus is a big sudden change and shock. Taurus is the most stable sign, so this change will be really felt because it will affect things that we thought they will never change. So here I have some explanation. You can have a look what each element of this conjunction brings. And most affected signs will be fixed signs close to 21. If you have something in Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, then this will be the day that you will feel it strongly. It's very nicely aspected for Virgo and Capricorn, so you guys having some final degrees, so like not final, but something close to 21. If you have something there, this change can be felt for you in a more easy way, like harmonious way, a grounding way. And that's also the time when we might be actually seeing many people receiving some results, fruits of their choices and labor, because Jupiter expands things. Taurus is wealth and money and finances. In Uranus, you know, Uranus is innovation, a future, it's digitalization. I'm very curious what will be happening with cryptocurrency around this time. Definitely, it looks like some big change. And also, I feel like this energy of digitalization of our life, there will be some big step happening in the world regarding that. Possibly this digital ID, there will be like some big move into that. And that's why, guys, I would really try to keep my focus on what is important, because digitalization of our world will affect everything and everybody. And I think like we should try to skip this distraction that media keeps providing us, especially from 2020. Look what is happening in media, how many news is all the time happening. And actually, most of them, in the end, they resulted to be manipulated or even fake or false. So I would try to think in 2024 about Taurus energy, my stability, my finances, my resources, what I can do to have the best situation in those shaky times. Maybe you can think about investment, savings. I would definitely be interested in education with Jupiter, which is higher knowledge about finances, Taurus. Also resources, natural resources here. So also on the personal level, Taurus is self-worth and body. So I feel like this transit can also bring some awakening for us, that there is a need for some big change here. It's quite revolutionary, Uranus energy. So also there might be like the energy of protests and riots and stuff going on in the world, and the same energy can be applied to your Taurus house, that you might be going for some big change in how your Taurus house looks like. And connect the dots to November. If you've been watching my YouTube channel, you can have a look at this video, Mars in Scorpio Kazimi, new start. We feel this energy for 2 years starting from November. So this video will also help you to understand 2024. And whatever you planted as a new seed, as an intention, as a goal, if you felt some determination about something in November, when we had Mars opposite Uranus at the same 21 degree in Taurus, Mars in Scorpio opposite Uranus, and also Mars Kazimi, which started this 2 years cycle. So now in April, you can feel some big results coming from your decisions that you started to implement from November. That was the moment of seed. So November is seed and April is fruit. Think about that. When you think about those 2 months, think with this perspective. And in my opinion, as I told you, digitalization, because on November 9th and then November 28th, I saw some news about that European Union is heading towards this innovation, and also Canada. And in general, there is this 50 in 5 program, which means that in 5 years, 50 countries supposed to be digitalized, and like every citizen's supposed to have access to this digitalization. So that means that until 2028, I believe, they are planning to have at least those 50 countries. Possibly it's mostly about the Western world, like European Union, probably US, Canada, You can check 50 in 5 in the internet and you will know more about that. So I feel like this is where we're supposed to have our mind focused on, because this can really bring big change in our future. And remember, Pluto in the shadow side is control, and Aquarius is technology. So control through technology. And this is the negative side of this transit, and I feel like it can happen that way. Yes, Pluto's supposed to give power back to people, with Aquarius ruling society and equality, but it might take time, because with Pluto, the process is long. It's a long-term transit. It's gonna stay with us till 43. So it can happen that on the way first, we're gonna be like controlled, and then maybe this will awake us. Aquarius has this awakening eureka moment kind of energy. So then we start to make some revolution, maybe, in order to fight for our freedom, which is another theme of Pluto in Aquarius. So this is the summary for you guys, 5 biggest transits. So remember, Pluto in Aquarius. So we are starting the new, we are also saying goodbye to the old. So your Aquarius energy will feel very big tension during this time. Things in your Aquarius house can go through some transformation. This first glimpse, you might also face some fears regarding your Aquarius area of life. But definitely some new chapter will be emerging, and this chapter will last for 20 years. Also revolutionary energy. Freedom will be very important. We might become like obsessed with becoming more and more free, and we will be trying to find ways how to do it, how to maybe even get off grid, to escape from the system. And also Pluto and Neptune will be facing us with ending, with culmination. So your Capricorn energy and your Pisces energy, find this in your chart. This is the area of this melancholical letting go. Think about the fall, like when the tree is leaving, is losing leaves. Those old leaves that are now, on the way to die, just let them go. Become free from this old energy. We are getting ready for something new. And then Chiron in Aries, together with the North Node, and also Eclipse in Aries conjunct Chiron. This is our big time of healing. So February, March, April, get ready to face some truth about your Aries house. Get ready to experience possibly some triggers, something that will try to push you towards this warrior spirit. You might be facing your people-pleasing tendencies. You might be seeing your blockages and problems in relationships, which can be both this fear of conflict, avoiding conflict, so you become like people-pleasing, and then you feel like you really cannot be authentic in your connections with other people, because you are afraid that if you express your anger, then something bad will happen, like people will leave you, for example. And the other side of the coin, Aries shadow side, like you are too egocentric, too much focus on yourself. You are maybe too aggressive, maybe too explosive, maybe too direct. And maybe there is a need to balance those two things in order for your relationship to become more harmonious. Remember that with Pluto in Aquarius, community is a very important thing. For next 20 years, people will be creating this union on this friendship level, community, collaborating together. So I feel like healing our relationship issues, our anger issues, is very important during this time, because both shadow side of Libra and Aries, they will block you from entering into the community system. And also this year is about you choosing yourself a little bit more, not living your life according to values of other people. We are now discovering, also with Uranus in Taurus, our values, what truly matters to us. it can be a totally different value than your family has, your partner has. Maybe you value more, for example, freedom than money, and you prefer to have job that will give you less finances, less wealth, but it will give you more freedom, more joy, more peace. Taurus is about this peaceful, slow life. So Uranus is there now showing us what is truly stable in our life. It's also Neptune will show us illusions of this stability, that what we thought gives us this sense of safety. Now in 2024-25, we can see that stability is just an illusion. So maybe it's worth to leave this comfort zone and go for your dreams, go for your goals. And also Jupiter, Uranus, a part of this being a big change, this will be also a big awakening moment. Jupiter's higher mind, Uranus is also this awakening, genius kind of energy. So April is a big month, as you can see. A part of those two, like those things are happening mostly in spring. Chiron is in Aries for the whole year, but this big trigger of Chiron will be happening in February, March, and April. So get ready for first months of the week. And now again, guys, if you want to know the whole stuff that is happening in 2024, as you can see, my presentation here is very big. I will be talking about Mars every month with some charts for you to see. You will see dates of every month as well. And this is an example. For example, this is the January, not so much, but February is much complex. So here you can also see eclipses with me and dates of eclipses, and every eclipse will be explained separately. Retrogrades, lucky days. Here I have challenging days. So you see a lot of information, very big material, 5 hours of recording this. And again, you can use it for the whole year. So this is a very nice investment. It's the closest you can get to the personal reading with me, as long as you know a little bit about your chart, and you can apply this very easily and use also my blog, as I mentioned, to check houses, and all this together can be a very nice help for you to go through this very important year of, as you can see, big ending, big beginning, and also eclipses being in very important signs. So welcome, guys. Anybody interested, please just write me an email and I will guide you what you can do to get this this webinar from me for your use for the whole month, for the whole year, not month. Okay, guys, so this is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you like this video, please like, comment below what you think about this next year. Also, if you want, you can subscribe to my channel for more videos. And also, as Pluto in Aquarius doesn't look very stable in terms of our social media, I feel like the life of our current social media can be quite limited. People might be even leaving this social media realm, as I can see in transits. And that's why, guys, in order to stay in touch, I invite you to join my mailing list. Right now, I am unfortunately not having much time to create newsletters for you, but at least I will have contact to you. So, for example, if I will be creating some new platform, if maybe my account will be hacked, which can happen, or blocked or something, or deleted, then I will have the chance to write you all an email and explain you where you can find me now. So that's why I want to keep you there, guys. I am not doing anything wrong with your personal emails, so you can really trust me. This information is very safe. So if you want, you can jump into my website and just join my newsletter. It's for free. And in that way, we're gonna survive maybe somehow in those crazy times. So guys, thank you so much again. Final sip of tea. Cheers for you guys. And see you next time. Let me just see how I can finish this presentation. Yes, so thank you so much. Bye.